Hey YouTubers, I'm here. I hope. Let me just check, make sure. Gotta check the old YouTube account to make sure I'm broadcasting properly. Oh yeah, I am. Okay. I am playing on the recommendation of a friend, Stanley's Parable. My friend told me that this game I would probably like, and she wants to see my reaction to playing this game. I'm putting my life in her hands right now, so here we go. Okay, have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider so the computer is barely visible. That's good. Okay. Please enter the current time. Okay. 3:19. Yeah, okay. 3:19. Oh, oh, are they going by military time? No. Okay, good. Okay. All right, 3:19. All right. Note: accessibility to accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Okay. This is Stanley's Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. Now we're gonna play this game. I have no idea what I'm in for, so here we go. So just make sure everything is field of view. Okay, and it's a first person, so I am really, I don't really like first person, but a friend recommended it, so I'm going to give the old college try. Okay. So yeah. Now this is dot. All right. Accessibility show translation labels. Yeah, show color labels just in case reduce mention. All right. Anything else? We'll figure it out on the way in. Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable. Loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
You push
Orders came to him
buttons
through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Stanley needs to get out.
Made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley needs a good woman.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Okay.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Oh,
Shocked,
Jesus.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, just getting used to the controls. Oh, please don't let this be a horror game. I just finished Until Dawn. I don't want to have to play another horror game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, can't go back that way. Meeting room. Ooh, paychecks. No, just copiers. Okay. Nothing going on. See, and there's nothing. I can't even see outside. Oh, what have you got me playing? Nope. Nope. Yeah, see, this is my worst nightmare. Being stuck at the job. But who's been eating on the desk? Jeez. You're stuck at work and nobody's here. It's like I fell asleep on break and everybody went home and didn't tell me. Looks like I'm pressing the keyboard. Okay. Wait. Okay. Alright, let's go this way. Don't see
When
nothing.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe. Yes, I don't trust narrators. They like to narrate, but they don't like to tell you the correct way to go.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
This is me drinking it in. Can I have a drink?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Hey, don't get smart with me. You don't have to go around here looking at vacant.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Okay.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
That's messed up. Okay, that's mean.
But at
okay.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay. Now if I go this way. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do what the narrator
And so he
says.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, I didn't know that was gonna work. What happened?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh, you son of a bitch bastard.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I'm gonna bust you right in the mush.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
This narrator's giving me the red ass. I'm taking this car and getting out of here. Nope, can't do that. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have went down. I should not have gone down.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
Fired?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Wait.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
From
the top.
No. No, you rotten son of a bitch bastard. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah, we know.
What could it mean?
It means I'm
Stanley
stuck.
decided to go to the meeting room.
No, I don't want to.
He had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I probably did.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
That's right.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, you rotten son of a bitch. This one I can't go through because it's blocked. Okay. I'm going to go here. Okay. Roaming the halls of an office building. Nope, not going that way. Nope. Sorry.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No!
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Oh, you rotten bastard. I'll kill you. I'll kill your kids. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Mm-hmm.
What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Missed a memo. The memo was, you're in the Matrix, Stanley.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I'll kill you. I'll just kill you. All right, going this way. All right. See, I'm waiting for the jump scare. I know there's going to be a jump scare.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I'll kill you. I'll just slit your throat. Break your face. What the... Oh, hell no. What the hell is this? What is this? No. Oh, see. Holy hell.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hey!
Congratulations!
Yay, I beat the game!
Put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, Good job.
All right. That's what I like to
Oh,
do.
no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Yes, I
Some
did.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I was playing.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, you rotten son of a bitch bastard.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
But is it really an adventure if it's got a set destination? I mean, really. Adventure usually happens when you deviate from the route. Follow the yellow brick
You see,
road.
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on.
Too
That got a
deep?
bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Where
You
are
know
we
what?
going with this?
I think what we need right now is a
What
bit of
the
music to
hell?
lighten the mood.
Okay. What? Drunk. He's drunk. That's what it is. He's drunk.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
How?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a fern. Yeah, okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Whoever drew this line, drunk as a skunk. Oh nope, nope. See, you did it again. You did it again. It's not my fault. I followed the line.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Son of a bitch bastard.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why
No,
can't we make up our own story?
because it's
Something
stupid.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Spy story. Yeah.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I don't think you want to ignore the line. The line could get upset with us, and I don't want that. As a matter of fact, I don't want any part of this now because we're wandering the halls on the bed. Where'd the line go? Oh, see, that's some sneaky shit right there. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want it. Don't want it at all. Where's the line gonna come out of? Come on.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Seriously?
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yeah.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I want to go home. No pizza party is worth all this.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Confusing ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here
After a long time, Stanley dies.
Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Okay.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
No, life
we'll
is
find out, won't we? Eventually.
Life is the highway.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the hell was that? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Oh,
when
what?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left. Okay, I'm going to do it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a boss office. Ooh, okay. Hey, hang on.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
And that, my friends, is called a bootstrap paradox.
Stanley just sat, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
See, I got the code because you gave me the code. But who gave you the code? Oh, I don't want to go down. I want to go up. I'll go up. Can't go up. Looks like I'm going down. Story of my life. Going down. Oh boy. Okay. All right. It's cool.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What the? Ooh. See, corporate America. You have to leave it alone.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Did he? Or did he just stay right here in a fetal position? I don't want to go. Oh, God. Okay. Escape. Mind control facility. Escape. I'm going to escape. Fuck that. I'm out of here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
And I'm going back the other way.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yep. Okay, my control room.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Yeah.
Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yep, there's mine.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
That's right.
Never.
Never!
It was unthinkable.
Thinkable!
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Probably.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, how do I do that? I mean, there's nothing around here that could... Everything's offline. Mind control idle, awaiting input. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yay! I killed it. Did I kill it? I killed it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I hope so.
Yes! He had won!
Yay!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. I like that. I like that. That was nice. I'm back. No! 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 Alright, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It means
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stuck in the matrix.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, gonna go to the door on my left.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm not
Coming
going
to a
there.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I'm going downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
I'm going in a
And
circle.
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. and at last he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what
Has
a
to be.
relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Yes.
That this was a dream.
It is.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Famous last words.
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Run, man! Okay. That's another ending, I guess. I'm back in the goddamn room. Back in the goddamn room. Ugh.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I
What could it
know.
mean?
I don't
Stanley
know.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Yeah.
had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. I forgot a memo. The memo was don't come into work today.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, left. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person
Nobody
here either.
here. Don't
Feeling
care.
a wave of disbelief,
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Yeah.
Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. Ooh, toilet. Okay. Okay. I've set the fucking but not your. Okay, I can't really read that because the yours, of course. Okay. Why does it tell us not a keyboard? I need TP for my bunghole. Bunghole. And I don't have a reflection. I'm a vampire! Ooh, elevator. Push the button. Elevator go up. Let's go up. Okay. Nifa goes walking. When she goes walking, all far she walking goes. Okay, how tall is this goddamn building? Seriously? Okay, let's go down. La 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 la. Ba ba da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. Gravy. Okay, going in.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
None.
What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Really?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, come on.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. "2845. forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What? I'm just lucky, I guess. Okay. Yeah, whatever you did last time, you're not gonna do it this time, okay? You're gonna get out of this game that you're stuck in. I don't want to be stuck in it anymore. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! Hello? Mother. Hello?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nope. Going
Although
this way.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay. I'm calling your bluff.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Not gonna do it.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Yep.
and willingly confront his death.
Yep. You're getting out of here one way or another. One way or another. Yee! Ow.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley
okay.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Wait.
Farewell, Stanley.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah, that's not funny. That's not funny. No, not funny at all.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
But I was almost out. I was almost out.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Really? You got me in this game, and I was dead the minute I uploaded it. This is the beginning of a horror movie. The Office, 1, 2, 3. I'm stuck in here. Button sounds. Let's see. Hey, button sounds. Oh, these are the credits. I guess I am at the end. Office computers. But if I'm here, okay, which way do I go? It's left or right? Ooh, wait, what's back over here? Nature paintings. Nice. Gentle. Appreciated. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I choose this one. Ooh, elevator. Copy machine. Up the stairs. Map, map, map. Warzone. What the hell? Okay. Mop, mop, mop all night long. Mop, mop, mop while I sing this song. Okay. What? Narrator emails. Okay. Let's go this way. What the hell is that? Oh boy. 4, 3. Okay, let's wait for it to go to 0. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The apartment timer. Okay. Okay, I am confused. I saw that. No, I saw that. Don't give me that shit. Okay. Countdown desk. Come on. Okay. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't know like it. Monitor room.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh! So the only way to beat the game is to turn off the game. Test that
Stanley
theory.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never
Mm-hmm.
functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the
Mm-hmm.
thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Yep.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, not going there. Going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong...
Whoa!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Because I am. Not the boss of me. I'm the boss of me. Nobody tells me what to do.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I don't like that. Nobody tells me what to do, not even me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
That's
and
right.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
That's right.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Doing this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's right. My shit always works sometimes.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
The firm?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her who?
This
Her
is it,
who?
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who? Ooh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello? Anybody there? What's the...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Nope, I don't want to.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Gravy. Ah! Alright, fine. I'm going to James Stone. What?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Gravy. Good morning, employee 427, pressing controller.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now
Push
he's pushing a
fucking
button.
button.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
I
From
can.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown,
Actually, I did.
fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
You just.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah. Tell my wife I love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
SX to be at work in the morning. Okay, I'm not going to press it. I'm not going to press it. This is me not pressing it. I actually put the controller down. I'm not pressing it. I'm going to sit here and listen to the clock tick. So soothing. So relaxing. Yep. Just sitting here not pressing buttons. Not pressing buttons. Just enjoying the rhythmic ticking of the clock. Boring. It's rhythmic ticking into my head over and over again until I could feel its mind-numbing presence in my brain, gnawing away at my sanity as I crumble on the floor. Okay, I'm pressing it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please
and
die.
I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the hell happened? Did I die again? I died again. Gravy. I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yep.
What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Jumping
he
off
had
the roof.
simply missed a memo.
Nope. Just gonna jump up. And new content. Well.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I'm scared.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is there a button?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh. Oh.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Okay, I'm jumping. Jump, 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 jump. Ha, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here. Oh. You can't jump. I can't jump anymore. That's funny. Okay. It took jump away from me.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Nope. Can't jump anymore. They took jump away.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Yeah.
Now, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
No.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
No.
No frills, no gimmicks.
I don't want to.
Just you and me having a great time together like
God.
always. What do you say, friend?
No. I don't want to do it again. Wait a minute. This is new.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What? What?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Wow.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Time Magazine. National Geographic. Okay. Good times. $1. $1. Ooh, $1. Smile. Because it happened. Okay. Hey, I remember that. It was the beginning of the game. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Well, hell with you. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Okay. The video game releasing today. Huh. I wonder if I get that. Wait. So this one, it's unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. That's like when I used to write down on pieces of paper, "Do not read this." In memory of Stanley, little Stanley. Okay.
Je suis dans la memory zone,
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
The original. Yeah, usually I don't like first persons, but this is quite...
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation, boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
No, I can't get the serious room. I can't get through there. Maybe because I used all my jumps. Serious room. No. Well, I'm stuck. Can I get out of here? Okay, let's get out of here.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
Oh.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. I have no idea where I'm going. But I'm outside. I don't like being... And I can't jump anymore! This. Alright. I guess I'm going this way.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Mm-hmm.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Well...
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I'm enjoying it.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yep.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. We made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yeah.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all.
No.
It isn't even close.
Really?
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
That's right.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along?
Yep.
Perhaps.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
A year?
I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my
Okay. Let's check it behind here. No door or nothing. I think he killed himself. He unalived, that's the new thing to say, he's unalived himself. Okay, press it one more time. What is that beeping? What is that?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their...
Okay, I'm stuck in here. Well, we're getting out of here.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
This is just creepy.
Never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Where's that water coming from? Okay. Let's press it again. What in the hell happened? Holy shnikes. Okay. Ooh, sunlight. It's sunlight. Okay. I hate to do this to you again, but man, it must have been years that went by. Okay, let's do it. Huh. Life. Okay. I don't know how many times I can press this because things are getting closer. Here he goes. What the fuck happened? Oh no. Tommy don't like you. Nope. There's no. Nope. Mm-mm. What the hell? Get me the hell out of there. Nuh-uh. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it gonna pop up? Nope. Okay, stuck here. Ooh. Oh shit, the entire building collapsed. Okay. I can get out. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. Well, the narrator went insane. That's on how long I was in there. I'm gonna say years. And is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. What the hell, why
Oh,
not?
good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
What do I get the feeling he's upset that I left him sitting there for God knows how long?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The end is never the end
Yes,
again.
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe. What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. Yeah. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Okay. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Still can't get a soda. I want a soda. Please no screenshots. Jump circle, infinite hole. Free new easy trophy. Well, if it's an easy trophy, let's go get it. Wait, is this the way to the free easy trophy? Let's see. Trophy. Okay. I like trophies.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
You rotten son of a bitch. Give me the goddamn trophy! Rotten. What's over here? Oh, this is a stupid trophy. It's not free.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh no! That sucks. Why even collect them? I got one. No, I can't go back in. All right.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic. Oh, goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Okay, we'll go see the bucket. But first I want to see this infinite hole. Now, how do you know it's an infinite hole? I mean...
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh, shit. Well...
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great! Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
No, I meant it.
We just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite.
No.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Oh, for
shit.
Heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Well...
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean... I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Wait.
Take care, Stanley.
Don't you leave me here.
You and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
You son of a bitch. Oh, this. Really? Oh. What's going on? Heal. Heal. Hey, 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 yo! The hole is getting. Okay, wait, no. See, what had happened was I didn't want to be. Oh Lord. No. 7 days. I don't wanna. Oh no. Well, this is great. I am now changed your perspective. Ooh. Hey! What the? What in the? Okay. That's just fucked up.
Stanley!
Huh?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Wait, no. It's because of that skip button, isn't it? Wait. Oh, here we go again. Oh, loading. Okay. Let me guess. I'm back in the office, all right? Oh, no.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features. For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Oh,
Isn't
really?
that wonderful?
Okay.
Jim.
No.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Right.
Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul?
No.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I don't want to be.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Took the Jim button away. How dare you? I guess I'll leave. Since I'm Jim now. Or am I James? The definition of insanity
I
is doing
suppose
this.
I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, the definition of insanity is doing the same task over and over again, expecting a different result. Okay. That's new. Pardon me. Oh, I already went through here. Okay. I went to the infinite hole.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Dang it.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Really? You pop your balloon, I swear. All right. Go back.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Big light. Okay. This game, I'm not going to even lie. I'm not talking that much because I am invested in this weird ass game. It's the whole getting a different ending. Just keep me interested. That's a jump circle. Not that way. Okay, I think I've gone everywhere. Yeah, I think I've gone everywhere. Circle this map, free trophies, the button that says the name of the person player, merch, settings, oh, let's get the hell out of here. Enjoy, I don't want to enjoy, I want to go home. Go up these stairs. Is this a gym button? I think this is the gym button. Yep, it's a gym button. Alright, so we leave the gym button. Button. Who's got the button? Alright, let's see. Enjoy. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's epilogue. I've been through here. Okay. Let's see. Jump circle. Mostly infinite hole. The button that says people's names. Okay. Then we got the Stanley Parable. Oh, bucket. Bucket's this way. Okay.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
The bouquet?
Give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
By holding the bucket?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
No.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
A bucket. The bouquet residence. I got a bucket. That's the length of what I got. I got a bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I have a bucket. A bucket. And what am I going to do with this bucket? I have absolutely no idea. But now I got to walk around with a goddamn bucket on my head. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. You got a bucket. There's nothing wrong with having a bucket. Everybody gets a bucket now and then. And you know what? When they say you kick the bucket, you could actually say, no, I got my own bucket. See how that works? You got your own bucket. Let's see. The settings world. Fine, don't open up. I don't care. I never wanted to go that way anyway. Where's the exit? Let's see, exit. E. Where's E? E. I'm there. E is B, Z. Wait a minute. E is. I hate mall maps. E is this way, I guess. Okay. Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, this way. Got me a bucket. There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza, there's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza, a hole. Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then fix it, dear Henry, then Harry.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay.
Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
No.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
No.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, no. Uh-huh. All right. I'm thinking this is the end of the game. And if it is, this is Stanley Parable 2. So I'm going to end the game stream here. This is the weirdest game ever. If you like what you saw, and believe me, you saw quite a bit, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to be doing games like this and others. But my new set. This is an interesting game. I'm definitely going to play this again. But until then, guys, this is Marquis the Red. Got me saying my real name. This is Marquis the Red saying peace in the Middle East with chicken grease. Y'all take care. Bye.